All right, listen, we're back and I'm starting to get questions in my inbox and I love it. Okay, so here's a question that I received in my inbox, and it is what is the difference between transformational leadership and instructional leadership, which is actually, it's a great question, by the way. So thank you, Ahmad, for submitting that question to me. I use textbook to support common sense. That's what I do, okay? So a lot of what I tell you is going to be based on experience and my opinion and research. So let's start with transformational leadership. It's really in the name. What is transformational leadership? It's leaders that, or it's the leadership style that you use when you are going into a situation that needs to be changed, transformed, okay? That's what transformational leadership is. It's all in the name, okay? Now, when you start talking about instructional leadership, I'm going to challenge you to change your perception. Currently, you're probably thinking of leadership in separate, like it as separate components, right? Or compartments. So you have your instructional leadership, you have your transformational leadership, you're probably thinking about cultural leadership, probably thinking about what people who do operational leadership, you're probably thinking about then curriculum and instruction. And you're when it comes to instructional leadership, everyone wants to stick to just instruction is what it is about. But instructional leadership encompasses all types of leadership. When we go onto campuses as leaders, our main job is student learning. Everything else that happens on campus is only to achieve student learning. So all of the extracurricular, everything we do, everything on that campus is placed on that campus so that we can get students' attention, so that we can get them to learn, okay? How do people learn? They are instructed. It doesn't matter what content, it doesn't matter what type of class, it doesn't matter where you go. You have to be instructed, okay, in order to learn. So instructional leadership encompasses all types of leadership. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you this, I don't even know why we have all these different titles, principal, assistant this and chief of that and all these. I don't even know why we have it, because the main job of what we do is instructional leadership. And if you can get the title of instructional leader, you have really done something. An instructional leader is able to walk into a place and know when transformational leadership is needed, right? An instructional leader can walk into a place and know, oh, you know what? This place, the reason why it is not functioning the way it needs to function is because it needs more culture. There needs to be more involvement with the students. There needs to be, all of those things are born out of instructional leadership. Instructional leadership encompasses so many different styles of leadership because the main objective for instructional leadership is student learning. So the difference between instructional leadership and transformational leadership is that instructional leadership encompasses transformational leadership, right? And any other leadership you want to name, right? But transformational leadership is simply a component, right, of instructional leadership. It is part of instructional leadership, okay? So if you major in transformational leadership, which I do a lot of, it's because of the type of schools that I go into. They all require transformation. And so when I'm called to do transformation. But when I walk into those schools to facilitate transformation, I have to be well versed on instructional leadership. My perception has to be right. I have to understand, I have to be able to take an adequate diagnosis of the place, because every school is not the same. So I can't just walk in there with some scripted, it's not gonna work. It's not. It doesn't work for every environment, right? I have to have instructional leadership prowess in order to be able to assess the needs of a campus and then provide them with whatever they need, okay? So that is the difference. I'll say this, that is my difference of instructional leadership versus transformational leadership, okay? Y'all have a great day.